Behold, the fighting game community.
Oh my goodness. Oh! You gotta stop that! It's your ass down!
He set the entire thing on that Nomad Dash. And look at Zap's face. He's just mean. He's just bagging with authority right now.
Now, when I think about the video game industry as a whole, I can't think of a more energetic and passionate subsect of players than those found within the FGC.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But there's a reason for all this chaos. When you compare to the other gaming communities, the FGC is really the only community where responsibility of success relies solely on you. When you're out there in the trenches of competition, there's no teammates to count on, no scapegoat to point at for losing, there's no team synergy to build off of, and there's nobody to blame but yourself. When you're out there and you're face to face with your opponent, there's only two things you can rely on: your wits and your mitts. This is the kind of pressure that I feel defines the fighting game community.
Like this? What are you standing up for? Why?
Oh my god!
Some people thrive in this kind of pressure, using it to mold themselves into legitimate legends of the industry.
I'm not even gonna. Oh my god! He just done it! He takes it! He's done it!
Other people can end up like this.
Be salty after that because
He hadn't won the previous round.
Wow,
Whoa,
stick.
stick. He is
What are you
that
doing?
salty.
Wow.
Low tier God. So after that, he goes on Twitter. He starts e-thugging. You don't know me. As simple as that. You can call me a bitch online all you want, but in real life, this isn't a fucking game. As simple as that. You say it to my face right now. Even for the game.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little.
And that's it. That's it. AJ is popping off. He is popping off right now.
I got one more thing to say. So, there's gonna come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're gonna want to come back at me, and you're gonna want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
But as the gaming world continues to evolve and grow, so does the FGC.
I was given a copyright strike by Coach Kazama.
Just admit it, bro. The jig is up. You're a fake. You're a fraud. Okay? You played yourself. You played yourself and lost. Just hold it. Just hold it. Okay?
I would wish you the best on your future endeavors, but there's no point. You have dug yourself a hole that you are not going to climb out of.
Now, it's real easy to get caught up in all of this craziness and kind of lose sight on why you even picked up the games to begin with. You know, at some point it stops becoming fun. And that's kind of where I was sitting around mentally for the most part of 2025. I was playing ranked and kind of hating it because it was just a bunch of one and doneers, and I just really was contemplating whether or not this was even a thing I wanted to do. And as I was really considering putting my controller down, I came across a particular content creator.
Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? It's your boy MAKEOUTtEEJ, and welcome to another video for today. somebody out there looking like, oh, what the hell is that? Oh, wave stutter.
Wave stutter is crazy.
Tell me how Yoshi's unblockable's not reactable. It's definitely reactable. If you can't react to that, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Didn't I make a video today saying that was reactable? Whoa! Let's see. Hey! What's going on with you? Oh, shit! Nigga stuck the fuck out of me. I thought the nigga was peaceful. Oh, he went back to his dance. Man, somebody got a bottle. I hit the back of the... Man. I swear I threw this.
Even from the first video, there's always been this vibe I've gotten from MAKEOUTtEEJ and his streams and his content, and it's this vibe of authenticity and passion. A real genuine person that just wants to enjoy playing games, and it creates this atmosphere of community. And it's that same kind of vibe and that same kind of atmosphere that not only has driven me, but hundreds of other different kinds of gamers from all walks of life to his Discord, the culture, where we all come together, man, and we celebrate gaming. So in this video, I go one-on-one with the charismatic captain of the culture. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks, smoke them if you got them, as I delve into the mind of one of the most genuine cultivators of community out there, MAKEOUTtEEJ. Where did this all start with you, man? Like, was this the whole idea? Take me to day one of the character known as MAKEOUTtEEJ.
If I was to say it's a character, that's like it's weird because it kind of is, and I feel like that's just maybe my personality. And this is like something I've always had ever since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was born in '98, so technically that makes me Gen Z, but I'm not Gen Z. I'm like raised in a millennial mindset. So like if you consider early 2000s Gen Z, then like what the fuck are we looking at? You know what I mean? Because it's
It's
like,
all
dude,
labels. Who gives a shit?
that's what I'm saying. Like, what
Yeah.
are we talking about? It was like late '90s to early 2000s was like to me like a little bit of crossover of the same like type
Yeah.
like energy.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, that's kind of really what it was.
yeah, so it was like I've been around. It's weird because like when I was growing up, it was all of like 85% of my family that I was around, they were all girls. You know what I mean? And this was back early 2000s. Girls, you know, everything was so based off like, I don't know, everything was so stereotypical. Like girls didn't play games, but it was true. A lot of girls didn't play games until like that's like the boost of like female gamers is like increased so much like as of late. But back then it was like it was just, you know, video games were for the guys.
Yeah.
So since I didn't have like any family really that played games, a lot of these times I had to just kind of be overly creative in my own mind and make the best of like it kind of sounds like fucked up and sad, but when I was a kid, I mean, it probably doesn't sound like really crazy. I mean, kids have an imagination when they were little. Like you try and you have all these ideas of different things you could do with your friends and stuff like that. So I didn't have a lot when I was growing up, and it wasn't because I couldn't have a lot. I just didn't ask for a lot. I was just very quiet. So when I was actually able to provide things for myself, get things for myself, and actually be able to start streaming and reaching out to people and stuff like that, I kind of just started doing it. And all those visions of like back when I was a kid, they just came to fruition when I got older. So now you see the culture, you see me. Is it, I'm not gonna say it's not me, but of course when you stream, you turn it up a bit. Um and yeah, so like through this, you're probably gonna see like the real me. This, but it's like it's not anything that's like not authentic. You know what I mean? Like I base
I
myself like off a lot of real
yeah.
emotions.
No, I
Yeah.
100% get you. It's like this old wrestling term. You probably know this, but like Chris Jericho talks about how like really good wrestlers are just their personalities turned up to 11. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
really
yeah.
hard to distinguish the character from the person because the character is just an extension of the person. And that's kind of how
Right.
I've approached it. This is just me, but turned up real fucking loud. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
little bit more
basically.
freer with the way I talk on things, and that's it. This is my way of being able to cut promos on people.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
But it's crazy to see that like you take this and you build one of the it's astonishing. This the culture. It really is, man. It really does feel like the word family, right? I know a lot of people are going to
Yeah,
cringe at that
yeah.
fucking word, right? But I can't think of a better word for it because it's full of so many different types of people from everywhere, from Germany, it just like blows my mind. So, when did you have a thought that this is what you wanted? Was the culture like the Discord really the idea too?
Um, I'll be honest with you, all that shit just came together as people came. So, I don't try to think too far. Like I have these ideas, like everybody has these goals, like the end goals. Like I want to be like this and that, but I never really understood how to get there. So I just started. Dude, my brain works so sporadically. I just throw a whole bunch of shit at the wall. Just go and look at my channel. Dude, there's anime reactions, it's Smash Bros, it's Brawlhalla, it's like Fall Guys. Like, dude, there's all types of shit. Like, uh, Rainbow Six Siege. There's all these types of games that I've played, right? All different kind of avenues that this channel has been through, and I just kept throwing shit at the wall. It started with Mortal Kombat. This is before I even had a Discord, right? So I
Yeah.
didn't even have a Discord. The Discord is actually pretty recent. Um,
You
it
have
actually,
over 180 people in that Discord.
yeah, I think it's like close to 200 now,
Yeah.
or it's like 200, which is crazy. I looked up, I was like, dang, we have like 200 people. I was like, that's actually insane.
That's more than a fucking Jack in a Box occupancy, bro. You got a
Yeah,
whole Jack in a Box, at least two of them worth of people in your Discord, dude. How does that make you
yeah.
feel? Do you ever really like think about that? Like, damn, bro, when you're looking at this and you're just seeing all of this, and like, how does it make you feel? Do you reflect on it a lot?
I need to do it more. That's the thing. I need to do it more. Um, I get so caught up in like this should never feel like a job, right?
Yeah,
So let's be honest. Right now, we're in a lull right now with tech and fighting games in general. We're in a little bit of a dry period.
yeah.
So I've kind of been like stressed out about like I gotta find something to post. I gotta find something to do, and it's okay. Like it's okay.
It is,
If
yeah.
you look, if you look across the community right now, dude, I didn't realize this. Mayman Sweet hasn't like fucking streamed in like almost a month. Like
I haven't seen
there's
any of his content pop up, bro.
no, he hasn't been doing anything really. And it's not just him, it's a lot of people who just aren't really they're just chilling. So it's like I'm over here, but then like the other side of it, I'm thinking like, oh, nobody else is posting. If I go out and post it, then somebody will, you know what I
That's
mean? So I
already how
have
I'm
that going
thinking,
on.
bro. That's okay. That's
Yeah.
untapped market right there.
Yeah, so that's how I think, but it's cool to like relax, sit back and look at what you've accomplished, what you've got. And the thing is, what I really realize, and you talk about like that family energy, and that's really like we play Tekken, we play Mortal Kombat over here. I play like all other kinds of games. What I've seen is because I'll do anime reactions, I'll do like Outlast Trials. I'll do uh like Uncharted. I'll play story games. There's a group of people, even though it might not be all 200 or however many people on whatever platform, there's a group of people that are going to be there for us regardless of what we're doing. And that means the world to me because my thing is I'm not the best at these fighting games. So it is rewarding to know that I can still get all the support and I don't even have to be good at the game. I'm fucking dog shit. You know what I mean? And it's like people will still support because they're here for me. And that means a lot to have that because that means you can take that anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, you
So you don't
can.
have to have the stress of getting on the game and staying on the game and playing the game you don't like because let's be honest, a lot of us don't really like Tekken 8 right now.
Bro, it's
So
rough.
yeah, you don't have to worry about that stress to stay at the top of your game so that you keep that support. Because to me, I this might like turn or some people might not want to hear this, but people who are just known for being really good, like I couldn't imagine doing that, man. Because it's like I
Oh,
question, are
just
you
known
guys here
for
for
Tekken?
yeah, or just being good at any game. Like, those people are like really good at Fortnite,
Oh,
or those people,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So like, are you guys here for me, or are you here for my fucking gameplay? Because I've seen tons of people that will just have ham cans set up. They don't talk during matches. They just play, and then they'll have hundreds of people watching them. And then I'm like, dude, I'll see them drop off the face of the earth because they stopped playing the game. And I'm like, dude, there's no way. So to have that core, regardless of what I'm doing, that's what the culture is, man.
You kind of nailed it about taking it anywhere, right? It's MakeOuttEEJ that we're all behind. It's not Tekken. We don't, like you're good at Tekken, right? But like, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if we're watching you playing Tekken as much as if we're watching you playing Uncharted or as much as if we're watching you playing Outlast. We're just watching you. And
Yeah.
I think I kind of starting to pick up on it now because I'm going to trace back here. The way you talked about the Smash Bros community is probably the nicest way I've ever heard anybody ever talk about the Smash Bros community. But this is you, man. This is you. And
Yeah.
almost, I've picked this up a few other times, man. You always like instinctually see the glass half full in situations. You
Yeah.
immediately go to the more positive side of things in any kind of situation. Now, sure, like in if you're streaming and the stream calls for it, if it's a character that calls for it, it's good to be evil and
Yeah.
whatever, right? You have those moments, but at your core, dude, you have this radiance of positivity, and I've seen you give it to anybody and everybody, and then it's weird, bro. I notice this shit. Maybe it's my ADHD or something like that, but I legit see people's moods change, and it's amazing to me because, like you said, there are a lot of other streamers out there that get all this attention for doing what, being good at the
Yeah.
game, right? And
Yeah.
then a lot of the times, like if it's Warzone or some shit, um, being good at hiding your hacks and your cheats, right? No personality, right? Like, and then if it's not
Right.
that,
Right.
what else sells is negativity. People always like the drama. It's always
Yeah.
just drama left and right, man. And the culture and Make Out Teej is one of the very few people you can go for that positive hit of dopamine.
Here's the thing, and I want this to be clear. Um, and like you were saying, like a character calls for it. A lot of times you'll see me, and I'll play like the one side where people, like you've seen in my chat. My chat gives
Yeah.
me shit. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I'll give it right back to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
But
the
it's
interaction.
all it's all about that classic. How, like, when I say we're just on some gamer shit, bro, we're just talking shit. It's just banter. You know what I mean? And it's like you just poke back and forth and stuff like that. We don't ever take it anywhere too far. If people do, then they'll be dealt with. So when you first come into stream, and some people get a misconception, and I can't really help that because you might come into the stream, see like 40 seconds of the stream, and see that I'm in the
Black
middle
Pharaoh
of yeah, like see Black Pharaoh come in and he's fucking chewing somebody out and stuff like that. Or I
running
come in
some
the stream,
pockets.
yeah, he's running pockets, or I come in and I'm in the middle of a rank grind. I'm on a fucking
Yeah.
8-game losing streak, and people are telling me, just sidestep, just sidestep. I'm just like, and I'm
Bro,
just like,
what the
you know
fuck?
what, chat? I'm closing the fucking chat. But it's
Just
like,
sidestep.
yeah, just sidestep. Just sidestep.
Bro,
Meanwhile, there's
sidestepping
homing
isn't
moves and
gonna
all
help me
types.
getting getting pieced up by this guy.
Yeah, yeah,
The
okay.
problem is more than
Sidestep.
sidestep, my dude.
Yeah, sidestep, and now Lydia fucking hit me with a sidestep on normal hit. Now heat engager. Now I'm dead. Yeah, okay. But
Thanks
yeah,
for
but the
that.
thing is, I always tell people, bro, do not everything I do on this stream, everything I do when I'm on the game, when I'm talking with you guys, it's never personal. It never is. No matter what I'm talking about, it's not personal because at the end of the day, I just appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? So it's kind of ironic where I say when I show people the most love and is when you get past that threshold of being like, some people come in like, "Hey, how's your day doing? This or this and this." acquaintances where you don't ever like cross over to that friend talk, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot of times people will just talk to people as if they're acquaintances. When you can get past that comfort level and get into someone that feels like your brother, that's my sister, and you know what I mean? That's what I go for, because you don't know what somebody's going through. So being able to create a space where you feel like you have a family, and we listen, we all, we talk our shit, but at the end of the day, we all care about each other. We really do. So it's like shit. We'll tell you, GG, shake my hand, get to the back of the line, and then we'll pat you on your back and tell you we love you, brother. So it's
Here's my
like
cash app.
that's yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's my cash app.
How do you stay on the more positive side of things? How do you like? Because in my mind, I feel like that's a decision, and that's something I'm actually learning as an adult. Um, when I'm faced with something, I have a decision of reacting positively or negatively. And how do
Yeah,
you where does that come from? Because you're a perpetual battery, my guy. I've
yeah,
never seen
yeah.
you really have or really like snap out or anybody. Even though in
Mhm.
my mind there have been some situations where I feel like it was justified, but you always pick the higher road. Where does that come from?
Yeah. Um, it's gonna sound crazy. Um, but it's because even if somebody does snap out, they still gave that energy to my stream. You know what I mean? They cared enough to do that, even if it's fucked up,
Yeah.
right? Or maybe they
Yeah.
didn't care at all. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but it's just like they came to like, bro. You see, well, like, why do I have that positive aspect?
Not only that, but like
Eh,
your videos are just like you never even with the Kazama thing. Let's talk about the Kazama thing real quick.
Yeah,
I will tell you this. It bothered the fuck out of me that you would not call him a scammer right off the bat. I'm just gonna say
right.
that right there. It's nothing against you. I don't hate you or anything like that. But like it made me think like how does he do it? How do you give and you give a lot of leniency to people, bro, and it's
Yeah.
amazing how you do it. I don't consider it a weakness at all.
Well, yeah, because it comes from my dad. Honestly, my dad always taught me about perspective. He said life. That's what his biggest thing was. Life is all about perspective. You never know what somebody else is going through. You don't know how people's minds work. So, um, some people might be ignorant on something. They might not understand. So, you know, we could say, like, let's say for the Coach Kazama example, and I'll even say this now, even though the dude fucking copyright struck my channel, he might not even understood what the severity of that was. You know, he like there is a possibility that he may not have known how severe that would affect not only the people he's attacking but himself. There's a possibility that's, and even me saying that is crazy because you have so many people who jump the gun and be like, nah, fuck that, this dude tried to do this and do that and do this. There's a possibility he just doesn't understand. You know what I mean? And yeah, for someone like me who completely understands, I have to suffer the consequences. You know what I mean? But
Let
it's
me
like,
ask you this then. All right, and this is going to be I'm going to delve a little bit deeper into this. I'm actually curious. I got a couple of devil's advocate questions for you in pertaining to Kazama here. Um So giving him leniency like this, and then sure, there is a chance that he's doing this recklessly, right? Not knowing
yeah,
the full
yeah.
severity of what it could do to not only you but him and his image and his channel, right? Do you think that if it was just you, Teach, that got affected by this, how far would you have taken it? Would you
I
have
probably would
been
have taken that a
lenient?
lot further.
Would you have taken it
Um,
further?
yeah. Because the thing is, because I had a lot of support from like guys like Mike Hollow, Fenty, so they kind of like gave me a step to where to take it.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm not talking about like
so
legally. I'm talking about like you
oh, you
gave
mean
him
like
the
as far
benefit
as
of the
like
doubt when it was a bunch of people and you gave him that,
right?
right? Would you still feel like that if it was just you being targeted?
I don't know. Like that's like the quick like answer, and it probably sounds like I'm not good at answering hypotheticals.
Fair enough. Fair
Because
enough.
because you know how people always ask you, what would you do if you were in this situation? Like
Yeah.
people will always ask
And
me
it's
before I was a father.
never
Yeah.
reality, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Someone
got
always
you.
asked me, how would you feel to be how would you feel being a father? And I would always say, I don't know. People ask me 2 days before my son was born. How would you feel that you're about to be a father? I don't know. I have no clue. He's not here. Dude, when you get caught in those moments, like when I held my child for my first time, dude, it's like everything changed. So that's like the big scale of it. Now, like shit that doesn't matter, like like I'm gonna say it doesn't matter, but there's bigger things to life, like my video getting striked and shit like that. When I think of that, I'm like, okay, that's a fucking problem. If it was just me, because initially when I woke up, it was just me, right? I
Yeah.
didn't know of everything else that was going on. It took me hours before I realized that. By that time, I had already reached out to and post on my YouTube channel. People saying, "Oh yeah, it already happened to Mike Hollow and stuff like that too." So then I hit up Mike. So to say like things wouldn't have went differently, um, I don't know how different it would have been because I think I would have initially still just reached out to Mike anyway. Because that post people, they said Mike and stuff like that, but I think in the back of my mind, I know Mike is easy to reach out to, so I probably just would have reached out Mike, went through the same process, and then there you go. Because I don't think Mike initially knew that my channel had gotten struck until I went to him and told him. So I
Yeah.
think the process would have been initially the same. Now, like my opinion on him probably would have been the same because even after he struck my channel, I don't feel any differently about his business practices. I still just think it's not
You don't even take it
ideal.
personal
No, 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 I don't. Because at the end of the
because you
day,
have
it's like,
perspective.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
I
know
don't,
what to take personal, what not to, right? And
yeah,
something like this, even though it is critical that the from the scope of YouTube itself and social media and that whole ecosphere that copyright strike can be met with, if it's done wrong, you definitely got to meet it correctly. But
yeah,
you're existing outside of that, and you realize that, like, look, even though it happened, and it is what it
yeah.
is, kind of situation.
Yeah, because it was gonna, if that's what the guy decided to do and stuff like that, hey, it is what it is. It sucks, but now we just have to deal with it. So, yeah, I mean, now if it was just me, it probably would have felt a little bit more personal, right?
Right?
Because
Yeah.
now it's just like a singular attack, right? Like that. But I don't really think I would have been like any more bent out of shape than I initially was. So no,
I'm gonna tell you now, dude. I don't know many people that think like that. I don't know many people that wouldn't look at something like that and would not want to act aggressively. And I'm not saying that as a strike against you. I think that's very a unique trait, especially to have in a world like this where you're opening
yeah,
yourself up to scrutiny and criticism, and you're putting your whole self in front of people to judge however they deem fit, right? And I
yeah,
think that perspective, man, that perspective of yours, I feel like if
yeah.
Kazama would have had it, I feel like if a lot of these people would have had it, it would have really made a big difference in how things would have went down.
It really all comes down to. I know you're not like big into anime, but people that are listening to this, you'll probably think of anime. How many anime characters? And I will go out on a limb to say 90% of anime characters are shaped by how they were raised. 90% of them. And that could be and I believe that is the same with all of us. We are subjects of the environment were raised in. And you will grow up thinking one way to think and act is completely normal because you grew up in a fucking toxic ass household. So then you get out into the real world and start applying those same morals and using on everybody, and everybody's looking at you like you're like, dude, what are you but the whole time you're just ignorant. You just don't understand. So that's why I have that perspective because I don't know what people went through. I don't know why they are the way that they are. The only way that I can do is just be honest to myself, keep it pushing, and that's it. Because there's no way we're going to understand everybody. There's no way. Shit. I mean, I don't even understand myself. I mean, but I'm still figuring it out. So
That is such a leadership quality to have. That kind of mentality to think so existentially outside of this whole situation, to analyze something like that gives you a clear advantage when it comes to just talking to people. And I think that's a big tribute to your success. And honestly, like it, it it resonates with me because I'm kind of like, once again, dad taught me the same thing, as to like, it boils down to respect. At the very
Yeah.
base of it, humans deserve respect. And you spend more energy being negative than you really do being positive about things.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yes you do. Oh
Right?
my gosh, yes.
It's so tireless being so negative, man. It's tiresome. And to sit there and look at something like that, acknowledge that something like that exists, and still say, "Ah, fuck it, I don't care," and then
Yeah.
still here we are, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I feel like if anybody takes anything from this podcast, it's definitely that, or this interview, whatever the fuck this is. It's that you really do have an option when you're in these situations. You 100% always have an option, and even though instinctually you want to react negatively, it is almost I want to say 85 to 90% more beneficial if you react positively to things. It's beneficial to
Yeah.
you, it gives you perspective, it lets you understand things more. And
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome. That's really
What
fucking
here's
awesome,
my
cuz
here's my
yeah,
ratio that I live by. 90% peace, love, and positivity, 10% I'll slap the shit out you. So
bro,
that's
there
how I
is
go
a
about
fucking
it. Yeah.
line, dude. There is
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Like,
clear line for sure.
yeah, because like listen, peace, love, and positivity is the way I live my life. And then here's the thing: people are going to go into my stream. They're going to see like, teach talking too much shit. He's talking bad about me, talking about my
Leave GK
character.
alone, teach.
Yeah, leave GK alone, bro. Like I say, don't take nothing personal. Because here's the thing, and I always told people this in school too. If I don't try to engage with you and poke fun at you, it's it's because I don't really know you that well. And then when I start doing that, then that means I see you as a brother. I see you as a sister. So don't take anything I say personally. I'm just giving you shit because I love you. That's all. So yeah,
So
that's
who
all
was
it
the
is.
first? Who was the first family member in the culture?
So we would have to go like way back if you consider like the culture because this was way before it was the culture. This goes back like 7 years ago. So this would be probably um like Shock. uh
Okay, yeah.
Shocky Blue, Rival. Rival has been there for a while. Zali. We had guys like Lando and stuff like that. And we were
So
just like a core
7 years
group.
ago
We
was
used to,
like your stream, or these is in person?
no, no, no. I was still like, dude. I was like, how was it? How am I? How old am I
Don't
now?
date yourself, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck? Wait, 7 years ago or 8 years ago? Because I was like 17 at this time. So wow, that's 9 years ago. I'm 26. So
Bro, it
okay,
starts at 27. 27 is when you
yeah.
wake up and you start. Well, you might feel like that now.
Yeah, that's why I said. Remember, I said now I feel like I'm starting to the coffee, the whiskey. I'm starting to see it. So, but yeah, this was 9 years ago actually. Yeah, I met all these guys, and that was like the first group, like solid friend group, where I could have brothers. You know what I mean? And that turned into I was like, people they were telling me, "Hey, Teach, you should make content. You should do this." So then it was like 4 or 5 years ago, I started making YouTube. Then it was like what 3.5 years ago. I think it'll be I think well, yeah, it'll be 4 years for streaming. And then, Rival's been there with me from the start, and then it was Fuse. Fuse was
Everybody
like
needs
the
a good
main one.
fuse in their house.
Everybody needs a good Fuse in the house.
What a
Fuse,
fucking catchphrase, bro.
yeah, bro, that's going on his like
God,
alert for when he joins.
Jesus.
That was like his first classic line,
Put
and
that
that's
shit
will
on the
always
side
be
of
the
a
best.
van, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, yeah, it was Fuse, but before that, it was M4, it was Yugi, it was Namu, it was like these people like this, and then it turned into Fuse because I reached like a lull when I started playing Elden Ring, and I played like an Elden Ring playthrough, dude. Elden Ring doesn't do good on Twitch at all.
Bro,
It doesn't
no, it
unless
does not. No, it
unless
does
you're
not.
one of them big like creators. Elden Ring doesn't do well. So
Do you
I
play on
went through a
PC?
whole play. No, I played on console.
Bro.
And dude, I was on like New Game Plus like 3 and I went and did a bow only run. Dude, it was rough. But Fuse was there. He was the one constant that kept telling me to go on and keep going and keep going. And then that overlapped into I think he said something about Tekken, right? He said something about Tekken. I got on Tekken and we start playing some matches. And then ever since there, then I got opened up to everybody else, like GK. I ended up, and this is weird how I met Jem. I met Jem through. I just raided somebody. This was Mortal Kombat. I raided this guy who never plays Mortal Kombat. It's Earl. He played Mortal Kombat. I raided him, and then we played Mortal Kombat till like 3 in the morning. I
Damn.
trashed him for like I trashed him for like 6 hours straight. So yeah, and then through that, I believe Jem was in the stream. I started coming through to the streams. Then she seen that I streamed. She helped create the Discord and expand the Discord, which turned into the culture. And
She was the
GK is responsible.
amplifier.
Yes. She was the one that got everything rolling, like reaching out, showing me how to reach out to people and stuff like that. And then GK got me involved in like Tekken. Having that rival to go up against in Tekken, because we were pretty equal in skill when we met, and we're still pretty close now. You know, you know,
You got that
but
big brother energy, huh?
yeah. So, but yeah. So then, it's kind of crazy how all the pieces started coming together. And then when you came through, I started realizing because you reacted to like, I think it was like, was it a tier list video or
No, it was your
something?
casual versus competitive. I was
Yes,
laughing at Black Pharaoh at the time, and I still am.
yes. And when you came around, I started realizing how connected this community really is. And when I seen that you reacted to that video, I was like, wow, I'm actually like that actually opened my eyes when I seen that you did that. I was like, wow, I'm not like in my, own little bubble. Like I
You
actually have
exist out
community.
here.
So like I'm very grateful for you because I remember going to my wife. I was like, "Hey, look at this guy. He mentioned me in
You know
his
what's
video."
funny, bro? I did the same shit. I said, Rachel, look at this fucking guy react. No fucking way, bro. You kidding me?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking to the moon, baby. I'm going straight to the
yeah.
moon.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, it's like
That's
it shows
crazy,
how
man.
connected we are, man.
Let me ask you this then. There's never really been a point where you've been this has really just been a daydream for you then at this point, right? There's there any stress in this at all for you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, that's just day-to-day stuff. Um, and it has nothing to do with the stream or the YouTube or anything itself. It's with life, man. And I don't think people don't understand how much like some people that don't know, like some fucking you're just in there playing your video games, turning on your camera, dude. It's a lot more than that. So I see, and it's so crazy because that's why I say this perspective thing. I've always been a fan on YouTube. My YouTube days of watching content creators goes back to I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows this guy. Does anybody remember the Uber Haxer Nova? Does anybody remember him? Does
What is it?
anybody
You
remember
broke
the?
the rules. You broke the rules.
Yeah,
You can't be using that
yes.
card. You
That
broke
was my
the rules. And then
first
they have
ever
that
the
couch
creatures.
show. Him and that
They
other
had
guy had
the
that couch
creatures, and
show.
they had
Uh
couch op.
yeah.
Alex, and
Yeah.
yeah, Alex. Funny enough, Alex. But yeah, but if you watch them, it gives that authentic, real feel, and that's where probably I got that like family oriented passion was like the creatures and stuff. So if anybody knows that, that's like way back.
Okay,
You know?
so as far as the year of 2025 goes, how has it been? Have you been, is this what you expected, all according to plan? Any kind of hiccups? How has 2025 treated you as a whole?
Um, as a whole, I I don't want to say like I seen what 2025 was about to be. I said 2025 is going to be my biggest year. Not only, I mean, to now, 2025 was going to be the biggest year as far as my content, me pushing myself to the limits, and I think in life how things were shaping up. I think I reached a lot of crossroads. So I knew 2025 was going to be the most taxing and challenging year, and it was. It definitely was. Which had some good, had some bad, and now it's like 2026. It's like, okay, what do you do with all that growth? Now you follow up. Now you're testing your consistency. Have you honed what you were put through with those trials and tribulations? Um, because for one, like I say, I do anime reactions. I failed, fucking failed in 2025 with my anime channel. If you go to like my
Oh
anime
yeah, I
commercial,
saw it, bro. I subscribed to it.
yeah, yeah, it's like, bro, there's nothing over there. But if
Bro,
you
I have
go
a
and look,
music channel, and it's the same thing.
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same
it's
thing.
like, it's
I
like,
just
bro,
like I
it's
focus so
so,
much on this, dude. Like before this, I was an extremely private person. I've been in IT for fucking decades, so I was always about internet privacy, and so it was so weird to step out and be vulnerable like this to so
yeah,
many fucking people. But hanging out with you guys have made it so fucking easy. It made it
yeah,
so much fun that, like, sure, the music thing's there, and I still have some ideas, but this is where this is where I want to be. This is where I want to
yeah,
grow. This is where I want to learn how to fucking grow. And I
yeah,
think
yeah,
there's something you said few minutes ago that I feel like we need to elaborate on, especially for a lot of people that might be in this situation themselves with their own content, and they've experienced their first real push of things. Is there a way or a method you use to look at this and try to capitalize on it? Because a lot of people, they'll get this push and they'll try to write it, and then it'll just that's it. That's all they do, right?
mm.
How do you take something like this? Because you got a lot of momentum. How do you take this and convert it into energy for 2026?
Well, so the thing you have to do, and this is just my perspective. Now, obviously, you guys know I'm not the biggest content creator, but from what I've seen, I've been doing YouTube for a while, and what it started out as was me just throwing shit at the wall. This became a it was just me posting random shit, and then it turned into a VOD channel, and then it turned back into a me just posting shit. Then it turned into Mortal Kombat channel, then it turned into a Mortal Kombat anime channel, and then it turned into
A
just
Mortal Kombat slash anime channel. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I
then
thought
it
we were
turned
gonna see
into
some weird anime Mortal Kombat drawings of
no,
yours or
no.
something.
Uh yeah, then it just turned into it was like a Nintendo channel. Bro, it was a lot. So don't be afraid to just throw shit at the wall. Now, once something sticks, you have to really feel you have to really pay attention to what you're doing, right? And like people will say like, "Oh, don't go into YouTube studio and don't do this." Do it a little bit because it helped me a little bit of knowing what audience I was reaching out to, and they were like I was seeing when I was
Yes.
posting Mortal Kombat and Tekken, I'm like, "Oh, okay, these people are like 27 to like 40 years old." I was like, "Okay, so most of these people got jobs." So when
Yeah.
I most people work 9 to 5s. So, for instance, I would know to post around 3.
Yeah.
Not only because, um, round 3 is when kids get out of school, so the people that get out of school, they're that like, you're one of the first things they see pop up on their phone when they get home. So, they're more likely to click on the video. Then with guys at work, okay, around 3 o'clock, people are tired of work, and they're starting to look at their phones and get ready to go. So, it's more likely they're gonna see your video and say, "Hey, I need to watch this video when I get home." So it's like you have to pay attention to what you're doing a bit, but don't get too lost in the sauce of like stressing yourself out because then it's not going to be fun anymore. You have to really, that was one thing I had to do. And because it was back in 2024, I think I just started posting shit. And I was like, if I just be consistent and go like this and go like this and go like this,
Start thinking about it
then
mechanically.
yeah. So I was like, I just have to get something out. Just have to get
I'm
something
this.
out.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, it's like if you do that, then eventually you're going to get burnout and you're not going to love it anymore. So, like I said, we're in a lull right now. It's okay. if you want to take time to relax, do that. It's fine. You don't have to break yourself over something that ain't there. You know what I mean?
As you're having this journey and you're encountering these things and you're growing as a content creator, um, you're the most important thing anybody can do is grow and understand and give themselves time to realize that they've grown. Take a
Yeah.
minute, like you said, we're in a lull. Take a minute, have some retrospect, right? See where you're
Yeah.
at, give yourself time to plan ahead. Because I think there's one true thing that rings throughout all of this. Charisma sells. Charisma,
Yeah.
if it's you and it's personable and it's creative, bro, you don't have to worry about schedules. I mean, like, sure, that goes to an extent, right? But
Yeah.
it won't make the difference at that point, right? People would
Right.
want to see you the same way they want to see Make Out Teach. They don't want to see Tekken, so to speak. They just want to see you. And
Yeah.
I think you kind of, from my perspective at least, looking out because I overanalyze the fuck out of everything. But I feel like it's that kind of perspective that I think you're going to really build on in 2026 and um really grow because you've
Yeah.
experienced so fucking much now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm pretty like sure of what I need to be doing.
Yeah. And don't be
Fun
afraid to
fact.
fail.
Yeah, fun fact. I don't know if you knew this. Even though Tekken 8 is probably my most known category, you know, my number one category on Twitch this year for viewership was just
Just
chatting.
chatting. Yep. Oh, I saw.
Just chatting.
I
Yeah.
saw.
I was like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
You
but it's
take that
crazy.
though, and now that gives you something to build into.
Yeah, so now it's like, okay, I'm in just chatting. And it's crazy because
Yeah.
I even see that with like GK. When GK goes to just chatting, that same support is there, man. It
Yeah.
really is. So it's like, it's crazy because Jim hit me up the other day because people, I think it was Jay. Jay asked, he was like, "So you thinking about like branching out of Tekken a little bit?" I was like, yeah, if Tekken sucks,
If Tekken
if
sucks.
Tekken, if Tekken sucks, yeah. So you just, so if the passion is there, like Tekken's always going to be, like throughout this year is going to be still prevalent, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably still going to be quote unquote the main central point of my channel, but it's not going to be so like prevalent where it's like, because a lot of
It's not
times
the
I feel like
focal point.
sometimes, yeah, it's where I feel like, and this is kind of the goal. And you were saying the charisma sells, charisma and preparation, because uh this is gonna sound like corny, but if you've Madam Bo in Mortal Kombat said this, and I'm sure it was said somewhere else, but if you fail to prepare, your preparations will fail you. So meaning like if you just go and you have no plan on anything, right? And a lot of times I'm like, oh, I don't know what else to do. Just turn on Tekken. It's 12 days of Teach that I did recently. I fucking hated it. It was the worst event I did all year. Now,
You were looking
sure
beat by the end of it, bro. I'm not even gonna
yeah,
lie.
but the thing is, it's crazy because, of course, we had Godfist takedown, and that was a lot of people. That was like, of course, that was the highlight of it, right? But a lot of people enjoyed the Attack on Titan marathon. People enjoyed the Uncharted, and there was other things that people just enjoyed outside of the Tekken. So, like this coming week, I don't even have Tekken planned at all. But it's like, who cares? There's nothing going on in Tekken.
No,
There's
man.
nothing
It's
going on.
all, if anything, man, it's just lobbies.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, lobbies, they'll always be there. You know what I mean? There'll be time for it. And I
You
don't
mean
want
to
to
tell
just
me
mash
if
it into the
Pharaoh
ground.
starts shit with somebody, you're not gonna open a lobby to see that shit?
Maybe.
I tell you
Here's
what,
the thing
I'll
is,
open the lobby. That way,
there you
your
go.
hands are clean. You can join the
Yeah.
lobby.
One thing I've learned is not to go to the well too many times. And you know what taught me that is WWE. Leave it alone.
Bro,
Stop
it's
stop running it into the ground. Leave it special. Don't like we do lobbies a lot, right? After a while, like, oh, I didn't have anything planned because Tekken's in a lull, but I've done 9 streams over the past few weeks and I've done 7 streams of just playing lobbies. Oh, brother, this dude, oh, he's doing lobbies again. Oh
You
man, he's
think
doing
that's what they're
lobbies.
saying?
Oh yeah. How many times are you gonna watch the same rerun of the same thing coming on? How many
It's
times are you
not
gonna
even
go
no,
back and
see,
watch
here's the
that same
deal.
Law
Here's the
and
deal.
Order episode?
Here's where there's something you're missing. There's a perspective you're missing. It's not the same thing. It's not. It's the same. Married with Children. You ever seen that show, right? What about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? You see any
I haven't
sitcoms?
listened.
You watch anything at
No,
all?
I didn't even watch Friends, dude. I didn't watch Friends. I
Bro, I didn't
barely
watch
watched
Friends till
Family
like
Guy.
last year, and I was forced to watch it, but it was pretty good.
Yeah,
So,
I
anyways,
didn't. I didn't. I was. Yeah.
Friends, you are aware of Friends. You are aware that it takes place in the same living room.
Yeah.
It's the same living room, same setting. People don't give a fuck about that. They care about
Yeah.
Ross and Jen and all them. Bro, that's the thing is the lobbies, sure, it's a Tekken lobby, bro, but it's the
Yeah.
culture's Tekken lobby. People are there for the
Right.
culture to see these. Think
Right.
about like, remember when GK was running just a fucking lobby, and then Nickville and Pharaoh got into that shit, and Nickville dropped the greatest bomb in the fucking world on some just out of nowhere, right? That's it. I'm not advocating that you do whatever, right? But I just don't want you to think of lobbies as dried up, because you need to think about it from an aspect of showcasing the so-called cast of the culture at this point.
Right. Yeah. So, and if there was a goal of mine, is to get more people that are in the culture give them more of a spotlight. You know what I mean? Because we have some personalities in there, man.
We
Some
do.
people are just
You and I have talked about
absolutely fucking
getting Pharaoh.
hilarious, man. Yes, man. So I'm glad he actually decided to like stream the other day, even if it was fucking Hades, which he had no clue what he was doing. But sure, Pharaoh, it was crazy.
Motherfucker didn't play Tekken, huh?
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't, and I think he dropped it in the Tekken channel that he was streaming, and then he turns on fucking Hades. I'm like, dude, like, oh my god.
I don't want to ban you, Pharaoh, but you're making it hard.
Wait, what are you? Yeah, what are you doing? Like, you're not even,
bro.
But yeah, it was yeah, it's more so just that's why it's charisma sells. Also, like if you notice, one of the big things, one of people's favorite things when we did like the culture community awards, the second most favorite category that everybody voted on was the Outlast trials. Now
that was a
I'm
lot
sure
of fun.
But
That
you
clip
realize I don't play Outlast all the time. I probably play Outlast once every 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I go and play it,
it's saturated.
Yeah.
But that's different because it's not you versus. So look, with Outlast, it's you versus the game, and the game becomes predictable at that point. With Tekken, it's you versus somebody else.
Oh, there's so many different things that can
right?
happen
Yeah,
in Tekken
like
all the time.
like
Yeah.
and I think it's not even need to be Tekken, but like you take those personalities and you put them in something like Brawlhalla. You put them in something like fucking imagine Pharaoh in Among Us. Right,
Yeah.
it's crazy because that you have this formula right there, bro. It's you can put this motley crew of motherfuckers in front of any game, dude, and it's gonna be amazing.
Trust me, I already got it.
Already.
It
All right. Any kind of little sneak peek or any kind of riddle or preview for 2026?
It's not really a secret. If you guys have been here for a while, we had what was called the Culture Video Game Gauntlet, right? And what that does is we take people from the culture, we run a gauntlet of all these different types of games, right? And the gauntlet will play over multiple weeks. The winner gets a prize. The loser has to do a punishment on stream. So I think what we did was it was me, Fuse, Jim, GK, Rival, and Duck. We played games like Brawlhalla. We were going to play games. We played Marvel Rivals. We played Minecraft. We played Fortnite. I was planning to do an Among Us lobby, Call of Duty, and we take all of these. What was it? I think we were going to do something in Roblox. Like we even played fucking Splitgate. We played Splitgate and we played Rocket League. We played all this shit Put all these different. Oh my gosh, if we got Pharaoh to get on these other games and he's just completely ass, bro, it's be hilarious.
That's
But
what
you
I'm
know what I mean.
saying, dude.
So
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying, bro.
listen. So Among Us, all that stuff, the video game Gauntlet, I want that to be an annual thing. Maybe we could do it more often, but yeah, like I'm planning to try and do that around like summertime. Um, but yeah, there's going to be more opportunities because now we're so connected. Now I don't have to force like a singular event. Now we can just branch out and do stuff whenever. You know what I mean?
It really
So
is,
it's a,
man.
but yeah. So I already have some of that planned, but that's just one thing that I have uh, like planned for us.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever thought about how this whole you yourself have kind of become a platform yourself for people like me and some of these other streamers now that you are kind of cultivating as well, man? Did you ever think
Yeah.
that would ever be a thing? Like, how do you approach that?
Um, did I ever think it would be? Not in the way that it's came. No, I never thought I would be this connected with people. I thought it was going to be more uh, like a. I actually don't even know what I thought it was going to be. Like I thought it was like because originally you got to realize I wasn't even going to stream. I was just going to be a uh, just a YouTube content creator. When I started doing this content stuff, it wasn't I wasn't connected with anybody because I was recording offline and I was like, dude, how am I going to be able like how am I going to be able to connect to an audience when I don't even know how they feel when they're watching my video? Oh, why don't I just do the video live and then see how they feel about it and if they are enjoying it or not. So a lot of times you'll see like, oh, I do reactions to like Tekken and stuff or whatever on stream. And I'm like, yeah, I just want to do it on stream. So some people are like, "Oh, we got to do this." I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm not going to record it off stream because I'm going to be completely disconnected."
It
You
is
know?
so hard to do reactions. I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah,
you. I see you
it
do
is.
it on stream live, bro, and it is something to behold because I can't. I feel like I can't. Every time I try to do a reaction to something, I just don't. I don't have the expression for that. I don't like unless it's like an overwhelming reaction or some shit like that. I the way you do it, man, is just admirable, and I don't think a lot of people really understand that because I don't think people really
Yeah.
understand what it is to react to something.
And what I've learned about reactions, unless it's anime, people don't care about your reactions if they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
That's what I've started to notice, especially when it comes to music. Like, who the fuck is MakeOuttEEJ? I don't care what he thinks. What does Kai Cenat think of the song? What is yeah? Who are these other guys? Like, what do they care about the song? I want to know how they feel about it. You know what I mean? So, and it's the same way with certain like campaign games. Like I played Dispatch, and I played Dispatch just because I loved it. Now chat loved it, but YouTube algorithm didn't because I'm
Yeah, the
just
algorithm is
whoever.
fucking weird, dude. I stopped like
Yeah.
honestly, dude, I would stress out so much about the algorithm initially. And it happened when I got my first 100 subscribers, bro. I was like, okay, I'm on to fucking something. And I'd be so stressful about, oh, I got to make sure I stay above the wave and all this shit, bro. And it just I had to take a step back and realize, like, bro, I'm not even like this is not what I want to do. What I wanted to do at
Right.
all.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna be creative and just put myself out there. If it bites, it bites. If it doesn't, whatever. Right. This is. I got to remember that this is a way for me to just creatively be myself, and it
Right.
can't
Yeah.
be anything else. It can't. I can't look at this algorithmic. I can't look at this numbers wise. I don't think algorithmically is a word, but
It could be a word. It could be a word. Yeah.
right. And
I'm sure it
it's
is.
been so much easier to keep at that grind being surrounded by you guys. Every single one of
Yeah.
you guys, you, GK, Scythe, even Pharaoh, all of them, like Pharaoh, even not Scythe, Pharaoh, even all of them, bro. And it's have you noticed the difference? Like, do you remember what it was like doing this on your own, so to speak, and now doing it here? Is there a different
Yeah.
mentality that follows? Maybe more responsibility or
Mm,
something?
not really.
Fuck up, but
Um
not.
no, it's like so it's I say it's like in a way of because it was kind of like a thing like fake it till you make it type of thing and then it becomes real. So when I used to edit my videos, um, I don't know if I should say this. There's nothing wrong with taking inspiration. You actually have to. So I'm big on phase
Yes.
Jeff, right? If you guys notice, my videos are very when I talk are very snap cut, snap cut, snap cut. So like when I talk, because I just want to hurry up what I'm saying, get to the like. I don't want my 3 minute monologue to be 3 minutes. I want it to be like a minute long, so you
Oh
just get the
yeah.
gist of what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
and there is a troll channel that edits content goes by the name of Red Dale,
Bro,
and
hey, shout out to that badass theme.
yeah, that bro, that shit
The
is
meat
amazing.
seekers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I actually took like a little bit of his style of editing, just with like random cuts, random camera zooms with just the music fucking blasting. Like some people are like, why the fuck is it like? Some people will tell me in my videos, they're like, your audio is like all over the place. But it's
Yes,
basically a
that's the intent.
microcosm of, yeah, that's a microcosm
Yeah.
of my stream. Have you been to my stream?
Yeah,
It's
that's yeah.
fucking
You're missing the
chaotic.
entire image of you're missing the whole gimmick, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Using
Yeah,
those
like when
kinds
I
of
start
spikes to emphasize things. And I don't think
yeah,
people
like
it's so
I'll
weird to
say
me.
something, yeah, I'll say something like crazy. Like I don't know, it's something crazy. Like I said, um, like I cussed this dude out. I just said under my breath, like motherfucker, like on ranked. But the music was so turned up that it zoomed in on my face that you couldn't hear me, but you could see what I was saying. So it's like you get like the music getting louder is the emphasis on how close you are to me.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and it's a
So it's
comedic
like,
timing thing, bro.
yes,
It emphasizes how stressful the whole fucking situation is, and at that
yeah,
moment, your entire soul was just sucked out of your body for just a second, and you were just
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
"Motherfucker."
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it, bro. I love that
get
shit.
here with me. Yeah, I don't want you to see nothing else. I want you to see how I
You
feel
need
on
to
my face.
feel how I feel by looking at me
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. So yeah, I do stuff like that. So and it's actually crazy because I used to want to be. Have you ever seen like these heavy edit, like these heavy meme edit channels?
Bro, there's one. It's
Like
called Arjun, and
I
he does it
never
for
heard of
fighting games. But he'll
it.
like go over fighting game characters for a while. He did Dragon Ball Fighters, and he did like this Nerf UI Goku thing, and it's
Oh, okay,
a
okay.
montage of him piecing up all these motherfuckers, but he's heavily
Yes.
throwing in all these fucking goofy edits in them,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah. So it's like
Is it
it's
something
like
like
the
that?
.exe like videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, lol
So have you
hounds.
ever seen? Yes. Okay. That
Yes.
was the
Okay.
first one I seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those. Oh my god, dude! How much I would pay to have daily uploads of that, dude?
Bro, I wanted to. I actually have a series called Ten and Tekken that's buried deep in my YouTube channel where I highlight 10 rounds in my Tekken online play and do the editing. But at the time, I didn't really know how to edit very well. So I
Yeah.
didn't really know what to do, but I want to
Yeah.
do more of that. I have a lot of Tekken footage I can
Oh,
edit.
I would love to, man. That, but it's say, yo,
It's
those
hard,
people
dude.
like that. There was somebody in Smash that did it. His name was King of Skill.
Yes.
That are probably our most well known in our community for Tekken is Denny Moss. Um, so yeah, there's always somebody. And then for Mortal Kombat, I believe it's Lowhounds probably.
Well, I mean, 2025 was great. It seems like you have a lot of really good plans for 2026. What do you where do you go? Where do you take where is the next step for the MakeOuttEEJ brand? Is there going to be merch?
Um,
Are you what are we looking at here for
yeah,
2026?
yeah, we're looking at getting merch back up because we had released we released we didn't leech anything. We this is authentic. This is our own. But but I'm thinking about redoing the merch because we did release what was season 0 or the founders edition, which has actually what I'm wearing right now has
That
all
looks
of like
clean,
the
bro. I
original.
like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
has all of
wow. That's
yeah.
badass. That is such a
Yeah,
good fucking idea.
yeah. So this is the founders edition, and we actually have a hat too. So it has all of like my biggest supporters from like even before I had a Discord, these were the people that like rocked with me like before this. So
Damn, that's so fucking
um
cool, dude.
I actually don't remember. Like, there you go. You see
I see
Fuse.
Q
There's
Wolf. I
Fuse.
see Fuse.
Yeah.
Shocky.
Yeah. It's like
Shocky was like, "Who
I
the
can't.
fuck is this guy?" When I was talking that shit to him.
It's
Rival. I see
enforced.
Rival. There's GK, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
I
man,
got.
that's badass.
Yeah. So this was made probably like 6 months ago or so. Like I think it was in the summer of last year. So yeah, and then we've got shirts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna re-release that because what I didn't know was the site that I was using, you actually have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account to be able to like or in this
It's
account
kind of like a
because they
failsafe because it orders in so much, right?
yes, and I have to pay for production and then the profit gets flipped and sent back to me. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. So out of fear of me being put out on the fucking street, I was like, okay, because if somebody sees on like, you know what? I'm gonna go through and support Teej. He gonna love this, and he fucking goes and buys $700 on the day where my fucking rent's due. Then I'm fucked. So, yeah, I had to stop with that, and I didn't actually have the amount of finances I wanted to try and redo all the production. So it's kind of been on hold right now, but I'm thinking about moving from the site that I'm on and just going to Fourth Wall,
Yeah.
and looking at that because I don't know if that's any different, but I hear that's probably what most YouTube content creators use, and they actually allow you to post that in like underneath your video. So I might be going with them instead. So, but that's probably the biggest goal for this year is get the merch back up, and then we'll probably release season 1 of the culture. So yeah, I got some ideas for shirts and stuff like that. Um, this was kind of off topic, but I do have a plan. My end goal, and this is crazy because it has nothing to do with fighting games. I could give a fuck about what I do in a fighting game. My
I don't know. I see
my
you get pretty worked up sometimes, and sometimes I intentionally fuck with you with Yoshi to work
Yeah,
you up.
well, because here's the thing, and this is gonna sound crazy before I say this. It is fun raging, bro.
It
It's
is.
fun.
I love it.
I
I
like
love it.
raging.
I think
I
it's a
love
good
crashing
way
out.
to vent. Really.
Yeah,
And
and people
when
don't
you
understand that. That's how I know you're not gamers. When you crash out and you rage, that is just part of it. That's part of it, man.
that is the experience, bro. That really
So
is.
why do you think that a lot of bro? If you go back to 2024, I had a whole MakeOuttEEJ rage compilation. I didn't have one this year because I didn't feel like making it, to be honest. Because I was like,
But
but
one of those things
bro,
you
I
throw
had
on the
it.
wall, right? Like
Yeah,
you can't
yeah. I was like, rage
you
compilation.
can't fabricate that. It's got to come naturally. You got to naturally catch
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. And I didn't even post that much. It's so crazy because I think I only posted like less than 20 like gameplay videos of me actually playing games in Tekken,
Yeah.
like ranked games. So
Oh, I was
yeah,
looking.
I
I
didn't.
couldn't find any. I could barely find any. To be
Yeah,
honest.
there is a ranked playlist on my
Yeah.
channel that has all of my ranked gameplay on there of this past well, and now it'd be 2 years. So actually, it was probably even less than like 15. But actually, no, I lied. I lied. No, it's definitely like 15 because I started at this year. But yeah, my big goal, my big plan at the end of this, I love to create, right? And content creation and Tekken is just like a little bit of sample of that. My end goal is to somehow, some way, one day, be able to
Have you
distribute
always
some.
been so I hate using this word, but have you always been so in tune with yourself?
No,
I'm
not at all.
I'm not gonna prod. I'm just gonna say that probably came as a result of a lot of effort, right?
Just it's kind of sound like just through trials and tribulations. You start going through different challenges in life, and do you realize, oh, I got through this, I got through that. How did I react to this? What could I have done better? Let me try this now. How am
I
I
have
affecting other
this
people? You know what I mean? So like stuff like that.
I have this theory about social media as a whole.
Oh
And
gosh.
well, no, hear me out, hear me out. I
Yeah.
think we as a people, as a society, now more than ever, have this yearning, the strongest yearning we've had in a minute to be a part of something. And I think it's because we spend so much time alone at home behind these devices. We have, even
Yeah.
when we're out in public, we're behind a device. Even though the whole world is connected through technology, we are still so very isolated. I would say more so now than ever. And I think that's coming out of people naturally. I think people are missing that now. And so I think social media as a platform amplifies emotions. They amplify
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
characteristics, they amplify character, right? And I think I this is my theory. I think the stronger the emotion, the stronger the character, the stronger the amplification, the stronger the urge to want to be a part of it. The stronger the urge to want to migrate to it so you can get that connection that you've lost. There is nothing strong. Well, there are few things stronger than hate and negativity.
Yeah.
That is,
Yeah.
and there are very few things that are easier to elicit than that. And I think
Yeah.
that's why a lot of people farm a lot of drama and all this shit, because it's the most easily and the easiest accessible
Oh yeah.
emotion to monetize.
Oh yeah.
And
Which is sad, but yeah.
but here you are. You
Yeah.
stand here right now, and it's funny because like I'm when I started thinking about 2026, I had a particular goal in mind. And my goal is to propagate positivity. I 100%. So as far as religion goes, I'm okay with whatever anybody believes. I have an affinity towards something called Taoism, which I use to just put meaning into my life. But the whole truth behind Taoism is balance, yin yang, right?
Yeah.
You can't have good without bad, and even in the yang, you have the yin inside of it. So nothing's ever perfect, right? There's a
Right.
balance, and I think that if the formula works to monetize so much negativity, then it's got to work to also monetize positivity and to make positivity a stronger emotion that people would want to gravitate towards, that kind of solace that people find. And my goal for 2026 is to take that positivity, this message, to take you, man, the culture, everything you stand for, everything the culture stands for, and to amplify it to the fucking world. Because I feel like this right here, what we've been through today, yesterday, the weeks, months before, man, it's something that no amount of hate can ever replace. It's
Right.
something, no amount of drama or any kind of bullshit. It's so genuine and it's almost
Yeah.
intoxicating because
Yeah.
here we
Yeah.
are. We exist in a sea of fucking just. Have you ever heard of the dead internet theory?
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a theory that eventually the whole internet's going to be filled with AI bots. You're not going to be talking to
Yeah. Yeah.
anybody. The culture stands as a lighthouse in a
Yeah.
sea of that bullshit. And to
Yeah.
anybody on the receiving end of this voice, I'm telling you, seek him out. Seek out Teach. Seek out the culture,
Hey,
man.
I
Be a part
appreciate
of
that.
this because this is something so genuine and something so fucking missed. I
Yeah.
fucking love it. I love it. I just wanted to stop by and say that because us sharing these and having this connection, man, it's. I think that's what we need to make the world run on. And
Oh yeah.
as much as I like being braggadocious and as much as I like to talk shit and everything like that, I like being the foil for people. I do it because I want to see people beat me because when I'm an asshole, when somebody beats an asshole, it's that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Is that I'm like Razor
Yeah.
Ramon, right? I'm the bad guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. You have to have that. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I heard you sitting there talking. You sound like the guy preaching for Kamakura. He said it's all about connection. It's crazy. And then you started talking about the yin and yang, dude. Like it's so
It's
crazy.
weird,
It's
right?
like
This is
it's
fucking
nuts
this. I don't want to think
because
too much about it because I'm a little drunk, but it's kind of fucking with me.
but
It's
the
kind
thing
of fucking
is,
with me.
here's well, this is gonna fuck with you even more. You know what his powers, like his initial powers are?
What?
Is the power of light and darkness. He
Oh,
can
what the
he
fuck?
can yes, he can use darkness in very dark ways to defeat his enemies, but he can also use light. So he can use light to craft like holy weapons. He can use darkness. You ever seen fucking Twitches? He can use the
Yeah,
darkness to
yeah.
fucking yeah, he could do it like that. He can yeah, there's so many different things. Like he can make the world light, he can make it dark. It's all about him balancing that and connecting everybody together. That's
And
what his character is based off of.
that's awesome. That's really fucking beautiful, man.
But it's
As
kind of
far
crazy
as
because now you've shown me like it's kind of like yeah, like you said, like a reflection of the culture because it's like
it's a reflection, what's amazing to me, bro,
yeah,
is you have done such a great job at projecting who you are with without any, to my knowledge, without any fucking compromise.
yeah,
You are not sacrificing anything for this. You are, I mean, time and effort. I'm not talking about that,
right,
but I'm not saying you're not giving anything up about what makes you you. You are
right,
literally
right,
just taking you and putting it on a platform, on every platform. And
yeah,
that's that's wonderful, bro. It's so
yeah.
hard to see that from people, and I think you see it too when you go on YouTube,
Oh
because I
yeah.
watch a lot of fucking YouTube. It's all just, a lot of it's either just brain rot or drama. That's really
I'll
all
be
it
honest
is.
with you. It's real, recognized real though. Um, at the end of the day,
What were your expectations for the God Fist, and
what
were
we
they
got.
met?
I, hey, I didn't have those expectations. I'll be honest. People fucking love it, man, and it's like I expected like uh something small because I kind of had a hard time getting something going. And then we all kind of hit our stride as far as like the content creation. I think we kind of struck while the iron was hot and brought so many more people in because um we kind of you know me myself GK uh we kind of just hit a stride and then right then and there we are like okay fuck it let's do it like this like
It really
let's do it
was
now
like
yeah
perfect timing, dude. It came
yeah
at even from the finale top 8 2 weeks later, bro. It was still hot. It was still hot. I can't think of a tournament that would have to wait 2 weeks and still be as hot as it was. Right? Like
yeah
that's
that's the
crazy to
main
me,
thing I
bro.
was so worried about. I was like bro I was like we're pushing it back so far. I was like man I was like I hope it just turns out decent. I was like I hope these people like the people who are in the top 8 please show up and stuff like that and we ended up having one of our big probably our biggest night of the year.
Big
Um,
congratulations for that, by the way. That was
yeah,
something
yeah.
special, bro.
Well,
That
you were a
was.
part of it,
I
man. You
was.
talk
I
about
really was, bro.
congratulations. Giving me
Hey,
the
look, look, look,
congratulations.
look,
You were
look,
there
look. I'm
too.
not interviewing myself here. I do that every night. I let my girlfriend interview me.
Okay, okay, okay.
Tell me how great I am every night before I go to bed. Nah, nah.
Hey,
This is more about you, and like, um, because this is really, you're like a product of you and GK's. This is like, sure,
yeah,
I was a part of it, and I appreciate what it did for my channel and for me, but it was always, there was no mistaken. It was always your baby, and to see yours plural, and to see the reward yield like that, bro, was
yeah.
awesome. It was really
Oh,
fucking awesome.
that was amazing.
It
I shit you not. I'll go and say this. That night, I guarantee we were the most popping Tekken channel on Twitch, and a lot of people probably didn't see it. But I guarantee you, if they go back and they was in that chat live, they would have been like, "Oh shit." You know
bro,
what I mean? So
every
that's the
time.
motivation that drives me. I believe not only in myself, I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys to bro. It's
It's an
so
echo
funny
chamber.
because
This is it. You feed
it is.
this into us, and we turn around and feed it into you. You
Yes.
feed it. This is this. Pay
Bro, I
attention,
made a
folks. This is how you fucking do it.
I made a joke. I made a joke, and somebody took it as like face value, but I was like, because I said it in like a snarky way. But I was like, I love that you guys are here because you make this so much easier for me. Like
Yeah.
now, it's like, bro. I remember there was one video I posted something, dude. I realized I wasn't even the one talking most of the video. It was all of y'all. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm just sitting
Yeah.
back here enjoying the show, and now I'm just posting it. You know what I mean? So, like when I
And I
post
think
beef
that's
sets of
gonna.
y'all doing shit, that's like it's crazy because we kind of talked about like the anime thing, and it kind of put everything in perspective of what we really do this for. You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy because then I look at my idea for the anime, I look at the idea for the culture, and then I look at the world as a whole, and it's like it's just it's like a repeating theme. You know what I mean?
It
So it's
is,
kind of
and not only that, but it's what other people see in you. Yeah, I
it's
guarantee
like
you, it's what I see in you. You emit
it's
it so fucking much. You said, and not as a bad thing. You have this aura about you, bro. And I'm telling you, man, that's a fucking flame for a moth, man. That's really what it
yeah,
is. And
yeah.
that to me, looking in from outside, I feel like that's exactly what people are here for. Is for you, for that positivity.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's crazy. And I don't know. This interview kind of fucked me up because I'm like, damn. I guess I didn't even like the whole time me getting out there and talking about the culture and this and that and the anime. I never realized how much I just stick to me personally about perspective and connecting with people, and then how that just translates to everything that I'm trying to
it
create.
it
So
bleeds. You literally are making the Tej verse, dude. I don't know if you know if you see
yeah,
this. The
yeah. I
culture
don't
verse,
know.
right? Like
Yeah,
it's awesome, and it makes me excited to see what's in store for tomorrow, the day after, right? What's crazy is you fucking looked at the success of the Godfist and you said, "Oh, let's do multiple more." Like,
yeah,
like what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited
Let's
to
do
see where
more.
that goes, right? Like, I'm
Well, that's why I was like, "Fuck it, we're doing another one. Let's go, let's go, let's fuck it. We're not doing. Oh, it's a one time thing. Fuck it, it worked. Let's do more." And then guess what? I'm not saying too much, but yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah, hey,
yeah, yeah,
that's a story for tomorrow.
yeah, yeah.
Man,
So yeah,
Teach, dude.
make sure everybody is watching this. Make sure you make the best of your time. Don't stress out. Don't get too caught up in the sauce. Pace yourself, stay true to yourself, do what makes you happy, take care of yourself, and everything will work out for you 100%. That's one of the lessons I had to learn. Don't focus too hard on things, man. And life is scary, right? But you can't take life too serious. Surround yourself with people that make you laugh, people that support you no matter what, and like I say, stay true to yourself. Chase what you believe in, because that's what life's about, man. We only get one chance to live, man. So if you waste your time just staying in your bubble and stuff like that, it's like, dude, the quicker you get out there. I wish my biggest thing was I wish I got on my parents when I was fucking 13 years old and told them, look, mom, look, dad, I want to fucking set up. I want to do this. I want to do this. Get me in school to do this and do that. I wish I did that sooner, but I was so worried about what people thought. At the end of the day, nobody fucking cares, man. Like, not to be like mean, but nobody fucking cares.
Bro, look at
Like,
the rubber duckies on my shirt. Like, who
yeah,
cares? Like,
I didn't even notice that. I mean, but
yeah,
actually,
nobody.
you know
That's
what?
the
I did
thing,
look at it, but I was like, oh, okay. Like, bro, my girl, she gets so, she's like, is this look good on me? Does this okay? I'm like, nobody fucking cares.
bro. That's why I
Like,
dress like this, so people stop asking me. These guys, do you
it's
think I
like,
know what looking good looks like? Look at the fuck I'm wearing.
like, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. And I use this as an insult, right? Because like I'll play somebody in Tekken and they'll act like they're like all high and mighty. I'm like, dude, I just passed you today in Walmart. Like, let's like
Yeah, for
let's
fucking real, bro. I
yeah,
think that's
like
my only ammunition against Pharaoh. Like, bro, you're just as much of a loser as I am, buddy. Like,
yeah,
we're
like
all
at the end
maggot
of the day,
food at the end of this.
we're all playing games, we're all doing this. And the thing is, it's this weird thing, and it's kind of like contradictory. But you have to be real and realize that you are just like anybody else. But you know who you are and you believe in yourself, and if you believe you're more than and you have the qualities to be more, then chase that. Okay? But don't get too lost up in your sauce and think that you're actually somebody that you're not. Like don't be like Dale. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
don't be
You know what I
Dale.
mean?
DBD, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be Dale.
Don't be Dale. But but yeah, man. That's pretty much my message to everything. Yeah, just believe in yourself first and foremost, and make the best of life, man, because it's the only chance we get. So, you know, many time like so many different emotions I go through. I go from crashing out on Tekken. I go from that to damn near crying. And I will go and fucking damn near cry, and not because something's sad in anime. I've done that on stream before. Twice. Oh my gosh, dude! Last year, go from that. Then I'll go from like seeing a peak scene like in Attack on Titan, and I'm like crying because I'm like, not because I'm sad, because
Overwhelmed, bro.
I'm like, oh my god, this shit is so good.
Bro, I
Like,
saw you were tweaking at the end of it, bro. That was great. That was fucking, see, that sells. That seeing your reaction to the end. I don't even care about Attack on Titan. I'll be honest with you. I will never watch it of my own volition, but
you
I
need
would
to.
watch it to discuss it with you. I would do that. Watch it with you because your reaction fucking was priceless.
Dude,
This is the
dude,
greatest
I'm
anime of
telling
all
you.
time.
It oh
Immediately
it-
started shitting on Naruto.
no, like Naruto is cool, but
I found
Naruto,
me a
like
new
I got
man.
yeah, nah, yeah, no, it's Eren Yeager now. But listen, Naruto is probably my favorite anime of all time. I wouldn't say that, like, because I just love the characters, I love the world building, I love the abilities, I love the designs and everything like that. But as far as like an overall story, Attack on Titan just wraps itself up much better for
Oh
me.
well, Tej man, this has been a hell of a sit down. I think I couldn't have asked for a better episode one of this, whatever this is. I think I'm gonna call it Ray V1. I don't know yet,
That
but
sounds pretty good. Sounds good to me.
the positive vibe that is Make Out Tej and the culture and everything, bro. It's a salve for the soul. You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah. We're just hey,
It's
we're people, man. We're people, man. You know what I mean? So that's all.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to give you the final words in this, a final send
Okay.
off. Last message you want to give to anybody, maybe somebody you want to call out in particular, maybe somebody you want to talk shit to. I highly doubt it. You're a gleaming beacon of hope. But lay it on us, man. See us out. Give us kind words off into the future, Teach.
Um, I'm gonna say because I usually leave like calling people out and stuff like that for when my chat attacks me and when I'm feeling grimy on Tekken or something else upsets me. But yeah, no, everything, whether it's shit talk, whether it's of course love and positivity, it's all real, man. So I just appreciate everyone that even came through, listened to us talk. Anyone that's came through and supported Ray or myself or anybody in the culture, I appreciate you, man. And I really would love to get to know you guys and you know invite you guys in because hey man, like I said, you don't know what people come from if they've got friends or family and anything like that. Well, you got a home here, so